Hello students, today we will move on to the next chapter in history, that is on the trial of the earliest people. This is the second chapter. In the old NCERT books you will find this chapter, but in the new NCERT books it is a combination, from hunting gathering to growing food. This also is included in that chapter. So need not to worry, we will cover both the parts. Now, as we have learned in the previous chapter about people who lived in subcontinent about 2 million years ago, so we describe these people as hunter gatherers. What did they hunted? They hunted wild animals. शिकार क्या करते थे? They hunted wild animals, caught birds, fish. And what did they gathered? क्या इकट्ठा करते थे? Fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, eggs, leaves and etc. Because there was an immense variety of plants in that continent, which was important means of obtaining food. Now we all know that the animals move faster than the man, and then they are very stronger also. So to hunt these animals or to catch fish and birds, people also needed to be alert, quick and have lots of presence of mind. And even to collect the plant's produce, man need to be very conscious. That means he has to have the presence of mind which plant is edible and which is not. Edible means that can be eaten. So we move on to the first part of this chapter. So in these things there were 4 reasons why hunter-gatherers moved from place to place. They moved from one place to another. So there were 4 reasons why hunter-gatherers moved from place to place. The first reason, I made a mind map so that you can understand the lesson. The first reason, eaten up all the resources. Why they were on the move? Eaten up all the resources. Eaten up all the resources means if they had stayed at one place for a long time, अगर एक ही जगह पे ज़्यादा दिनों तक रहते, so they would have eaten up all the available plants resources and animals resources. So therefore they would that's why they were in search of food, and that's why they moved from one place to another. Second, animals moved from one place to another in search of food. So the hunter-gatherers also moved in search of food. Third, different plants bear in different seasons, bear fruit in different seasons. That is the reason that the hunter-gatherers even moved from place to place in different seasons in search of different kinds of plants. The fourth, people, plants, animals, everyone need water. So in search of water, they move from one place to another. Now at those times, lakes, water, rivers, ponds, streams, whatever, they were perennial. Perennial means the water which is throughout the year. But some lakes, rivers were seasonal. So that is what the one more reason that they were on move. Maybe some people will also move to meet the relatives, friends and all. But remember, they traveled on foot. Second, how do we know about these people? We know about these people with the help of archaeologists. Archaeologists, how do we know about these people? Archaeologists have found some things which hunter-gatherers made. Maybe people made and used tools of bone, wood and stone. Hunter-gatherers made bone, wood and stone tools, from which stone tools have been survived a lot, right? Then why these ways stone tools were used? These stone tools were used to cut meat and bone, जैसे कि आज हम लोग knives use करते हैं. Then it is also used to scrap bark and animal skin. Then they even used for chopping fruits and roots. Other tools were used to chop wood also, which was used as firewood, or maybe wood tools were also used to make the huts and other tools. Now, for these all things they needed a place. So how did they choose a place? They chose a place to live in where they had a good near source of water, and second, they found a good quality stones. And these good quality stones were found at 2 sites, factory sites and habitation cum factory sites. Factory sites are those sites, places where stone was found and people made tools. Places where stone was found and people made tools with that. This is known as the factory sites. Habitation cum factory sites, where people lived, stone was found, and then in that places only they made the tools. So these making of stone tools make of two techniques. Making stone tools had many techniques, but the more is the two techniques, that is stone on stone and pressure flaking. Can you see this? Then stone on stone is nothing but, here the pebble, the picture is in your NCERT books, children. The pebble, that is from which the tool was to be made, which is also known as the core, I have written here, which is known as the core, was held in one hand, and another stone which was used as a hammer was held in another hand. So the second stone which was in the other hand, the second stone was used to strike off flakes from the first until they require the shape is been obtained. Second is the pressure flaking. Pressure flaking, here the core was placed on a firm surface, and the hammer stone was used on a piece of stone that was placed on the core to remove flakes that could be shaped into a tool. Now, archaeologists have even found some traces of ash. Traces of ash यानी कि राख. जब कोई चीज जलती है तो यानी कि राख में, इससे हम लोगों को क्या पता चलता है कि maybe they were familiar with the use of fire. So fire might have been used to scare away animals को डराने के लिए यूज हुआ, या source of light के लिए, या they started cooking meat, यानी कि whatever they did, animals का जो hunting करते थे. Then traces of ash was found in Kurnool caves, which is in present day Andhra Pradesh. So as we have seen, these things earliest people have started, so there was a change in the environment. The change in the environment about 12,000 years ago led to the development of grasslands. यानी कि grasslands बढ़े, so there was an increase in the grass animals. Even grain-bearing grasses also grew naturally. Grain-bearing grasses we have studied in the previous chapter, such as wheat, barley, rice. They also started. These all things started, and people started learning how did these seeds grow. किस सीजन में कहाँ पे गिरने पे कैसे सीड ग्रो हो रहा है, क्या उनको रिक्वायर्ड है प्लांट्स को ग्रो करने के लिए. सो दिस पीपल स्टार्टेड लर्निंग ऑल दिस conditions. They shifted to the warm conditions. So this change have been seen in the environment at those times. Even you will find some paintings in the rock paintings were there. Rock paintings, the paintings which were made on the cave walls, गुफा की दीवारों पे पेंटिंग्स बनाई जाती थी. और वो क्या कहते थे, and what did they tell us? They tell us about the accuracy and the skill of the people. It was they were very good, the paintings were. And these paintings were found in MP and southern part of Uttar Pradesh. MP, Madhya Pradesh and southern part of Uttar Pradesh. Now, I was talking about this habitation sites, children. The best example of the habitation sites you will find in Bhimbetka, which is in Madhya Pradesh. These places you have to learn about these all things, okay? Then we have then अब ये सवाल उठता है, ये सब काम जो हंटिंग, गैदरिंग, ये सब चीज कौन करता था. तो अर्लीस्ट पीपल हंटेड, वी हैव सीन दैट मे बी दे आर टू पॉसिबल. या वुमेन हंट किया था, या मैन ने हंट किया, या स्टोन टूल्स बनाया, वेदर वुमेन वे पेंटिंग और मैन गैदर्ड फूड. सो देयर वाज अ क्वेश्चन मार्क, हु डिड व्हाट. So maybe there are two reasons, that maybe men and women work together, or some tasks were done only by the women and some tasks were done only by the men. Now in this period, the earliest period is divided into three parts here: the Neolithic period, the Paleolithic period and the Mesolithic period. Paleolithic means old, Mesolithic means the middle age and Neolithic means the new age. So Hungsgi, which is in present day Karnataka, it's a very good early Paleolithic site here. Okay, this period I'll explain you in my next lesson. Children, please click on the link in the description box for your notes of this lesson. I'll be continuing with the next chapter and I'll explain you all there with the periods as well as the other topics. Thank you and have a great day ahead.